Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect, you Hebrew Israelites, the elect of Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises. Call halal, Hawad, La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Call halal, Wa, Hawad, La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the ark and pushing his truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwa for our listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming at you with another lesson in truth, fact, faith, and edification. And this is another Saturday edification, another daily edification, another weekly edification, another camp edification. So Lord's willing, be edifying.
Well, you're watching True News. I'm Rick Wiles. True News is an independent news source that analyzes world news and events from a conservative, traditional, Orthodox Christian worldview. And True News is financially underwritten by our audience. Your generous donation in the month of June will be sincerely received and appreciated. Only weeks ago, President Trump was viewed as trying to cool down talk of war with Iran after his National Security Advisor, John Bolton, was reported to have ordered the Pentagon to prepare a strategy for a land invasion of Iran. President Trump said Iran could call him any time to start diplomacy talks to resolve the conflicts between Washington and Tehran. Well, it didn't take much time to torpedo talk of negotiations. 2 days ago, cargo ships in the Sea of Oman suffered damage after they were hit by mysterious explosions. U.S. Secretary of State and former CIA Director Mike Pompeo rushed to a press conference to blame Iran for the explosions. Today, the Pentagon released a grainy gray video that it says shows Iran's Revolutionary Guard removing an unexploded lipid mine from one of the oil tankers that was attacked. Now, Washington's message today was that Iran was eager to retrieve the mine to prevent the United States from acquiring evidence that has Tehran's fingerprints on the mines. Now, the Japanese owner of one of the oil tankers is messing up the narrative. He said his vessel was hit by a projectile, maybe a torpedo, but not a mine. Mr. Yatoka Katada, president of Kokuka Sanyo, told reporters on Friday, quote, "I do not think there was a bomb or an object attached to the side of the ship," end quote. He also said his crew saw a projectile land above the waterline on the ship. Mr. Katada told reporters that, quote, "A mine doesn't damage a ship above sea level," end quote. He said the ship's sailors saw flying objects just before the ship was hit. The Japanese-owned ship was attacked at the same time Iranian leaders were in Tokyo meeting with Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Now, before we delve into our topic for today on mental monopolies of our thinking, I want to give Edward and Doc an opportunity to comment on the latest developments in the Sea of Oman ship attacks. So, is the official narrative falling apart yet, or is there enough people believing it that it really doesn't matter that one of the owners of the ship said it wasn't a mine that blew a hole in my ship? Where are we today with this story?
I think the media has, it has worked for the media. The public, I don't think so. What I mean is, obviously the media was happy to take the official response from both Secretary Pompeo and U.S. military. They loved having a video of something to show today. But I think for the average person looking at that video, either looking on social media or looking on the television as it was being played, all they saw was distorted images. And then you think about the explanation on short there, that somehow the Iranians were coming to clean up evidence so they wouldn't get the fingerprints tied to this. Well, wouldn't getting caught on video coming to remove the mine, wouldn't that be caught? I mean, it's ridiculous.
And wouldn't you be happy that somebody came and got them?
Absolutely.
if that was a mine.
And how long did the U.S. know that that unexploded mine was hanging on the boat?
And maybe they were waiting for the Iranians to come and take it off, so they would just do it.
That's just it. How many hours did we know that there was a mine there? Did anybody alert the ship? Hey, there's another mine stuck to your ship.
And the fact that it's, this video is just one step above a Bigfoot or a Loch Ness Monster video, I mean, that doesn't weigh heavily in their favor either. Have you ever noticed that anytime they come out with this evidence that it's some grainy, shaky video moving around there, no one has a cell phone, no one has a, high definition video equipment or anything. Let's have an 8mm camera over here. Hey, I think I used my grandfather's camera here and record this.
And then Tessie came up and grabbed the mine.
It's a great point. Where is the 8K video? Not just of the 5 minutes where this was apparently happening. Where is it for the 20 hours that the Fifth Fleet was in theater, clearly monitoring this situation? Are you trying to tell me that we have an armada in the region and we have no good video of the Iranian ship approaching and leaving?
Did we see the rest of the video? Did the camera follow the Iranian ship back to its port?
Well, we can't show you that, Rick, because that would be secret, top secret. So we can't
Maybe because it went back to Haifa.
Oh, well, we haven't gotten the evidence for the narrative which was presented to us yesterday. And if the media was being honest or being investigative in the manner they're supposed to be, hasn't happened for a century.
No,
they would have questioned this.
They just dip the baby food out of the jar and feed it to the media and say, this is what you believe here, this is the story. And they go, oh, okay, all right, that makes perfect sense.
I don't even consider those reporters at the networks and this, I don't even consider them journalists anymore. They're just court jesters. They're just clowns. I mean, why even give them any respect? They're just clowns. We keep waiting on them, Doc. Like one day they're actually going to ask questions. No, they're not. They're clowns.
And the best questions are asked when there's hardly any reporters in the room at these press conferences. You have that one lone journalist there that is asking the real questions. But whenever you have a big event like this, no one asks the real questions that need to be asked. Like, where's the rest of this video? Why didn't we have a better quality video? And why would the Iranians go and grab the mine? Why not let it stay there? Why not just keep it on the boat?
Because a bunch of lies. These Edomites be lying, man.
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, one of our mines didn't explode. We better go back and get that thing and test it. I mean, no, that's not my thinking there.
So you didn't have to get the mine. If you were under orders to get the mine, this is a live mine.
You're not going to be putting back on top of your boat or inspecting it.
I would drop that thing in the ocean and say, hey, it slipped out of my hand.
Sorry.
That thing was slippery. It had seaweed on it, and it fell back in the ocean. I can't get it. But the whole story is ridiculous.
Just a bunch of lies.
But most of
That's
it
exactly what it
all
is.
about headlines.
Yes.
And, President Trump has already either he swallowed the storyline or he's part of the deception. I don't know which one is true. Well, I know our audience is going to say, Rick, he's in on it. Look,
how long are we going to give him grace? How long are we going to give him the benefit of that? We're 2 years into this now. We elected a commander-in-chief, not someone who is going to be taking some informational packets from his secretaries and not understanding the actual situation that he's commenting on.
But for somebody who was just spent 2 years being undermined by an intelligence agency coup, you would think that by now he would question everything that's told to him by intelligence agencies. Right?
That's logical. Yeah.
That's what I would be doing if I was in the White House. I'd say they're all liars. Everything they say is a lie and deception. Why would you trust anything that they're saying? Well, anyhow, we know where the story's going.
To false flag attacks. So they can go in Iran and start a war, man.
At some point, they will have to have a catastrophic event.
Right.
To push the country into war.
Right.
This week, homosexual pride parades around the world, and of course, the grand capital, the eternal, wicked capital of the world, Tel Aviv.
And this is the whole point of this lesson about Tel Aviv.
Israel brags that it's the homosexual capital of the entire world.
Of the entire world.
So I'd like to see John Hagee, refer to Tel Aviv as the eternal capital of sodomy.
Yes, the center of sodomy.
No, he's the eternal.
Eternal.
Yeah, it's like Jerusalem. He likes to call Jerusalem the eternal capital of Israel. Well, what is Tel Aviv? So they had their parade, and there was some controversy because the homosexual flag was flown at the U.S. Embassy office, not the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem, but the
branch office.
Branch office where they used to be. There it is.
Now look it up. Okay, that's at the embassy now. Okay? It's how wicked these Edomites have took the Lord's sign of not flooding the earth no more and turned it into their logo. So this is Genesis chapter 9 and verse 12. And Yahweh by Yahweh Shah said, this is the token of the covenant which I made between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the covenant between Yahweh by Yahweh Shai and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth.
That's the U.S. Embassy branch.
They didn't just fly the flag, they decorated the building with pride colors in Tel Aviv.
So now let me ask you, Doc, as a U.S. government building,
yes,
belongs to the State Department, do you think you'd have to get permission to climb up on the roof and drape homosexual flags over a U.S. government building? How would you do that?
You'd have to get approval. You'd have to get approval from the State Department, I would think. Well, you're making a statement there.
Do you think there are security guards there with weapons?
Sure.
Protecting that building?
Yes.
So somebody in the State Department allowed those flags to be draped over the U.S. Embassy in Tel Aviv.
Wicked, man.
My guess is the person who gave the approval was, the team, Jared and Jael.
Yes, Jael Kushner.
The Kabbalah practitioners. And I think they made sure that the flags were flying.
Well, would you like to see what our American embassy was celebrating this week?
Which embassy?
Well, this embassy, what they're celebrating, yes. Well, I think we have a short clip here of just some scenes from the parade there in Tel Aviv. If we can pull it up there. So this is what our...
This is Israel?
This is in Tel Aviv. And so this is what's happening, what happened yesterday.
This is the unholy land.
Yes. So this is actually some of the edited material, Rick, because it couldn't show you all the vile stuff that was going on there.
I think we should show it.
So,
really, I do. I think we should show it on behalf of John Hagee and Jensen Franklin and Jeremiah.
blow the shofar at the Gay Pride Parade.
This devil blowing the ram's horn. These is wicked, man. This devil's blowing the ram's horn over there, man.
John Hagee.
And this abomination is filth.
Marcus Lamb. I want them all the Christian Zionists. I want them to see what they...
Israel celebrates sodomy with world largest homosexual pride parade.
support in the Holy Land.
And this is the largest gay pride parade in the world, homosexual pride parade in the world going on this particular week. A whole week of celebration, a celebration of sodomy all this week in Tel Aviv, Israel.
So if King David were here today, what would King David do if this was happening in his kingdom?
He'd probably pick up a sword.
Well, Doc, what you just said, that just went everywhere.
But that's what David would do, right?
That's what King David would have done. the homosexuals need to be
Put to
grateful
death.
that we're in the age of grace.
Put to death.
Yeah, but the age of grace will end.
Yes, and then God picks up the sword.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. We're in the age of grace, and their sins are not punishable by humans.
Right. Because Esau Edom has changed the laws. Now I'm going to get some precepts. This is Isaiah 13, verse 19. Matter of fact, I'm going to read verse 9. Behold, Isaiah 13 and 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel and with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Now this parade, which is the biggest one on the planet, is in Israel. But guess what? The main two cities is going to be destroyed. The main two countries is North America and Israel. Okay? But you got California, New York, Israel. These are them major gay cities, man. Okay, well, the biggest parade we throw at, which is Israel, is the number one. But you got Israel, you got California, and New York. Them are like Babylon the Great and the other cities that was within that was the five city the neighboring cities outside of Sodom and Gomorrah. Now this is Jude chapter 1 verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, and are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Likewise also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignity. So these Lord, hey man, they finna be destroyed for this, man. Because this is the wickedest of wicked, man. Okay? Commit adultery, fornication, transgender, homosexual, bisexual, lesbian. These are the wickedest, filthiest acts, man. Other than blaspheming the Lord and his son. These are the wickedest of the wicked, man. Okay? Along with murder. Now this is Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 16. Start at 4-4. Behold, everyone that useth proverb shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is the daughter. Who is the mother? Babylon, the ancient Babylon. Who is the daughter? Babylon the Great. So again, Ezekiel 16:44. Behold, everyone that useth proverb shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is the daughter. Thou art thy mother's daughter, the lofty her husband, that lofty her husband, and her children, and thou art the sister of thy sisters, who lofted their husband and set their children. Your mother was an Hittite, and your father an Amorite. And thine elder sister is Samaria, she and her daughters that dwell at thy left hand, and thy younger sister that dwelleth at thy right hand, is Sodom and her daughters. Yet hast thou not walked after their ways, to my North America, nor done after their abomination, but as if that were a very little thing, thou wast corrupted more than they in all thy ways. So Israel, okay, Pink Tel Aviv, North America has done worse than the mother, man. It say, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh power, Sodom thy sister have not done, she nor her daughters, as thou hast done, thou and thy daughters. Behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom, pride, fullness of bread, and abundance of idleness was pride in her and in her daughters. Neither did she strengthen her hand of the poor and needy, and they were haughty and committed abomination before me. Therefore I took them away as I saw good. North America and Israel have done worse than any of Sodom and Gomorrah Any other thing that Sodom and Gomorrah did, man. Okay. This is go to 2 Peter. 2 Peter chapter 2 and 6. And it read, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemning them with the overflow, making them an example unto those that are to those that should live ungodly, man. Okay? The Lord gonna destroy this place, man. This is on a level of wickedness that have never been before. That's why he says it's gonna come a time on earth that has never been before, man. Which is Jacob's trouble. That's what the Lord say, the vengeance burning in his heart, man. Now going back to Amos 9 and 10. And it reads, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. And that's what they think. Because that's what the pastor tell them. You good, ain't nothing going to happen. Do what you want to do. The Lord still love you. He's going to save everybody. Well, according to the Lord, that's a lie. So let's read it. Now, Amos 9 and 10 says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. But this is what Yahweh shall say in Matthew 10:34. This is in the red. So this is Yahweh shall words himself. Which, Amos 9 and 10 is the Lord words himself. Okay? Because Malachi 3 and 6 say what? I am the Lord, I change not, man. So this is Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. So they all living in peace, enjoying life. The Lord said he ain't coming for that, man. Or he didn't come for that. When he came the first time, he didn't come for that, man. He came so the sons of Jacob might have life and more abundantly, man. Matthew 10:34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. What Amos 9 and 10 say? All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, man. Okay? This is let me hit Luke chapter 17 and 29. And it reads, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom and Gomorrah, the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. So, man, and them ICBMs finna fly, man. Going back, this is Matthew 10 and 15. And it reads, verily I say unto you, it shall have been more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in that day, in the day of judgment, than for that city. What city? Israel, North America, Babylon the Great. It would have been more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah, man, than for what's going to come now in our time, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And it reads, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, meaning you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian Haitians, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry. That word mark is exempt from judgment. Okay? The word mark is meaning exempt from judgment. If I'm not mistaken, it's the wa. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All the abominations. Okay? And this LGBTQP is the most filthiest thing on the earth, man. In the midst thereof. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city, talking to the other angels, and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, which is exempt from judgment, and begin in my sanctuary. Then they began the ancient men which were before the house. And he said unto them, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth. And they went forth and slew in the city. And that word slew means to kill, man. And it came to pass while they were slaying them, and I was left, and I fell upon my face and cried, and said, oh Lord, Yahweh power, wilt thou destroy all the residue of Israel in the pouring out of thy fury upon Jerusalem? Because the Lord don't care about you other heathen nations. The Lord only concerned with the Israelites. Okay? When I say only concerned with the Israelites as far as slaying, 2/3. The Lord don't care about killing 2/3 of his own people, man. That's why I tell you in 1 Peter 4 and 17, 18, man. Okay? The Lord said the righteous shall scarcely be saved. And if the righteous shall scarcely be saved, what shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? By the sword, death, man. Okay? Over half of you 2/3 Israelites ain't even gonna make it to see the missiles, man. You're gonna die by famine and sword, man. Race riot, concentration camps, martial law. You ain't gonna even make it to the damn missiles. The Lord got the missiles targeted for special people, man. You jakes ain't even gonna make it to the missiles, man. You're gonna die hungry, man. Eating your kids. Or you're gonna be getting killed because Esau gonna have these troops out here and you're gonna be getting chopped down, man. With these AR-15s and all these different, man, they got laser guns, man. They got these radiation guns, man. They got guns that can give you a heart attack, man. So you people gonna be chopped down from these different swords of Esau, Edom, man. You people ain't even gonna make it, man. All you wanna run around here and be following this LGBTQ, and you're going to die grievous deaths, man. Thus saith the Lord. You're going to die grievous deaths. Now, I'm going to play this. The last part of this, I want you to hear what this devil going to say. Because I got 4 precepts to cut this devil.
But God will punish them someday.
Yes, he will.
He's going to punish them someday.
He do it every day.
Angels that have the sword.
Matter of fact, got a precept on that. This is Zephaniah. Got a precept on that too. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 5. The just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity every morning. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. Okay? The unjust knoweth no shame, but the Lord say every day he bringeth judgment to light, man. Every day, man. Every day, man. Because I tell you in Psalms, I think it's Psalm chapter 7, the Lord is angry with the wicked every day, man. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that. This is Psalm chapter 7, verse 11. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai judgeth the righteous. Okay, he judgeth the righteous. And Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is angry with the wicked every day, man. Every day. And I'm going to listen to this devil because he finna say something. I'm going to cut the shit out of him.
This is what's being done in the so-called Holy Land. Well, as I've said many times, if you're going to live in the Holy Land, then you have to live holy in the land. And the Bible has many historical accounts of the Jews being driven out of the Holy Land because of their unholy.
Which is you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians. See, these Edomites think the Jews is these devils over there not land. Okay, them not the Israelis, man. Them not the Israelites, man. Them are Israelis. These are Edomites.
Living, right? So once again, the Jews are in Israel, and they're acting just like they did 3,000 years ago.
See how this devil, this shows you these devils do not know these damn scriptures, man. This nigga gonna say, this white nigga gonna say that these Jews are the same, they doing the same shit they did 3,000 years ago. No, they ain't, man. Because we was in that land, man, 3,000 years ago. These Edomites don't know these scriptures, man. Okay, they need to just stick to teaching news because they don't know this Bible, man. This isn't their book.
The only thing that was missing there was a golden calf.
Right.
So bring out the golden calf. And
Now that's true.
around it.
That's the only thing wasn't missing in the LGBTQ party, man, was a golden calf.
Nothing's changed in Israel. They're just as wicked as they were 3,000 years ago.
Them wasn't the Jews in that land, man. Those Israelis was not in that land 2,000 years ago. These devils don't know these scriptures, man. But they claim to know the scriptures to the T.
Right. And for those that say, well, God has an eternal covenant with Israel, well, a covenant requires obedience.
Yes, it does. But my Bible says God divorced Israel.
Yes.
You see that? That's why I want to cut this devil at. This is what they said now. Listen.
And I can't find any record that he annulled the divorce.
Look at that.
What I read is Jesus said, the kingdom has been taken from you and given to another people.
And he has a new bride.
That's right.
There is a
He got a new bride. The kingdom was taken from another people, given to another. To who? For a short period of time, to these Edomites, man. But guess what? And then this devil gonna say he has another bride. Well, he talking about he haven't read it. Man, let me play that back, man. Talking about he hadn't read in the scriptures. Run that back, man. Run that back.
3,000 years ago.
Right. And for those that say, well,
Listen
God
to
has
what
an
these devils
eternal
say.
covenant with Israel. Well, and a covenant requires obedience.
Yes, it does. But my Bible says God divorced Israel.
Now he divorced
And I
us
can't-
because he said we went a horn after other gods. We committed a spiritual adultery, which is right. Okay, but listen to what he said, because these devils don't know these scriptures, man.
Find any record that he annulled the divorce.
He did. With who? The elect, man. The elect.
What I read is Jesus said, the kingdom has been taken from you and given to another people.
It did for a short period of time.
That's right.
there is a
Now that devil just said he has a new bride. He doesn't have a new bride, and I'm going to prove it with 4 scriptures.
so that new marriage.
Nah, that's the end on that, because these devils don't know these scriptures, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14. Now, one of the devils said he has a new bride. Okay, Doc Burkhardt said he had a new bride. Then Rick Wiles said that he didn't make no new covenant with us. Well, we read Jeremiah 31 and Hebrews chapter 8, verse 8 through 10. He did, man, with the elect. But I'm finna get Jeremiah 3 and 14. Turn, O backsliding daughter, saith the Lord Yahweh, for I am married unto you. I am married. Now, Doc just said that he has a new bride. He do, the elect, you fools, man. Turn, O backsliding daughter. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord Yahweh, for I am married unto you. And I will make you one of a city, and I will take you one of a city and 2 of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Okay? That's one verse. Let's go to Jeremiah 31 and 35. And it reads, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for the light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. For those ordinances if those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. And the stars and the moon and the sun still here. So the Lord said his peoples is not done away with, man. That's one precept. That's 2 precepts. Jeremiah 3 and 14, Jeremiah 31, 35 to 37. For these stupid ass Edomites, man. They don't know nothing, man. Hosea chapter 1, verse 10. And it reads, Yet the number of children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. Let you know that we are more numerous than anybody. The Chinese, the Japanese, the Russians, the Africans, the Elamites. We are bigger than any nation on this damn planet, man. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. That's what Rick Wiles and Doc saying. We are not the Lord's people. There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. So what the hell is they talking about, man? That's 3 verses to prove these devils don't know these damn scriptures. The 4th verse. Let's get the 4th precept. This is Romans chapter 11, verse 1 and 2. Hey, these devils do not know these damn scriptures, man. Period. Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? Huh? Let me run it back. Come on, man. Let's run it back.
My Bible says God divorced Israel.
Yes.
And I can't find any record that he annulled the divorce. What I read is Jesus said, the kingdom has been taken from you and given to another people.
And he has a new bride.
That's right.
There is evidence of that new marriage.
It is evidence of a new marriage. You're right. With the elect, you stupid fool. Okay? The so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indian, Haitian, the elect, man.
Well, another.
Nah. He said that the Lord done away with his people. Well, not according to these scriptures. This is Romans 11 and 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Come on, man. So when did the Lord do away with his people? He said if he had done away with his people, the sun and moon and the stars wouldn't even exist, man. So what the hell are these devils talking about? Hey, this show you, man. This clearly shows you the ones that's supposed to be so deep in the scriptures. They don't know a fucking thing, man. Okay? They don't know nothing, man. And so with that, gotta give our praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the 4 winds of the earth, picking up the hope for the elect. Hey, you Edomites have no business putting your hand on our damn Bible, man. Okay? You have no business putting your hand on the scriptures, man. You are the wicked. Shalom.